Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ava, and today I'm going to be doing a book tour. These books are so good. As you can tell, I have some books, and it may look like my shelves are a little empty. That's because I have my favorite books in a pile beside me. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 favorite book series, because I am not picking from my absolute favorite series and finding a favorite out of those, because it's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna start with the shelf, and then I'll go to my other shelf because it's mounted on the wall. So first, Radio Silence. I have not read this yet. I just got it for my birthday. There's a book with a pretty cover or colors or just something other than black, I will reach for it, and I think it's gonna be really good. Then I have this is a series, the Iron King series. I started the first book beginning of 8th grade year, I think, and then I never finished it, but what I did read was good. So I'm definitely needing to read these. And then on the shelf are The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I have read the Inheritance Games and that series, and it is so good. So I got this. I don't have the whole series. I just want to read the first book before I decide whether or not I'm gonna get the whole series. But I'm currently in the process of reading the Brothers Hawthorne, I think that's what it's called. The 4th book in the Inheritance Games, and I'm loving it so far. This book, the cover, I like purple covers, I think. And I haven't read it yet, but Harry Potter book on this shelf. I have not read it. My library does a book sale. My bookshelves can be very dirty sometimes, and that is why I have a dust cloth, just to kind of, if I'm taking all the books off the shelves, I might as well clean them while I'm at it. I definitely recommend them so far, based off what I've read so far. They're really good. I watched the movie on Netflix, and that's actually kind of what encouraged me to read these. And then on this lower shelf, I have just, the top 2 shelves are mainly my kind of display shelves. Then I just have random stuff, literally. So I have envelopes, colored pencils, I think, a journal where I had writing in here. So yeah, wreck this journal. And then I have this Where's Waldo Essential collection. This I have never found all the Waldos, and it was so fun to do. I also have this journal which has quotes in it, because if you know me, one thing about me is that I collect quotes that people say and I write them down, because I think that one day we're gonna laugh at them, and I do laugh at them. And this is the original quote book from 7th grade. I'm not gonna show the names. Passion, Romance, Lettuce. We have You Could Burn Water, and then one of my personal favorites, which was from volleyball, I hate icing, but I'll eat it because it's orange, and I like orange. And then, finally, back to the books. The War That Saved My Life and The War I Finally Won. These are by Kimberly Broodbreaker Bradley. That is a tongue twister. And yes, these are kids' books. Yes, I read them in 3rd grade. Yes, I've loved them ever since. So it's just these 2, and they've really always been one of my favorite, and this is what got me interested in World War II and the history of World War II. So I definitely recommend these, even if you're not in the age range of who would want to read it. These were so good, and they're so good. I have nothing else to say about them. Left Brain Puzzles, and then just a photo album. I have Alice in Wonderland, and then some of the American Girl doll books. because I was such a doll kid. I have Luciana, Blair, Joss, and then Molly. So I don't think I've read these since I was like 10. So I'm not gonna recommend, or not recommend them, like, but not give any input. Then I have Wonder. This book was so good. My friend convinced me to read it, and I liked it. I don't remember that much of it because it's been quite a while. Then we have these two. We have the Ichabod, I think that's how you pronounce it, then Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So 2 in the Harry Potter series, and then this, which I recommend both of them. This shelf has a lot on it. So first we're gonna start off with Sweet Shadows. I have no idea about this book. I've never read it, and there was no description on it when I got it because I got it from the same like library book sale that I got this book from. So I have no input on it. I have a duck. Does it go duck? Does not make the duck noises. So then I have Legendborn, and this book is definitely very crinkled, but I've never read it through. I've read it about like halfway probably, and then I just never read it again. So it didn't keep me captivated, but then again, it is fantasy, so if you're into fantasy more, you probably would love it. I've never read this. I need to read this. I don't know which order to read these in. If you know, please comment and tell me, because I have no idea how to read these books. Sky in the Deep. I started reading this and then I never finished. I recommend it. Charlotte's Web. If you didn't read this in elementary school, I recommend it. It's good. Harry Potter. Again, if you didn't read it in elementary school, I recommend it. Dragon Rider. This is the first book. I never read it. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I think I stopped reading it because it was quite literally falling apart, because it's an old book. Then I have Between Shades of Grey. I think it was about World War II. If you can't tell, I'm really into World War II history. I read this. It was good. The Most Important Little Boy in the World. I don't think I ever even started it. These two, I don't think they're not related in any way. I just grabbed them off the shelf together. I read this. It was good. I have not read this yet. And that is my bookshelf. Now I'm gonna get the books off of the other shelves and then put the books that belong on the other shelf back on that shelf. So, one second. I 10 out of 10 recommend these. The Mysterious Benedict Society. I loved these books. Go read them. I got the final stack off of my other bookshelf. If you didn't read this or didn't watch the movie because it was terrifying and you never tried again, read it. The Secret Garden, which I had to read in 5th grade for school. And then I have Anne of Green Gables, which surprisingly I've never read. The False Prince. These books are so good. They had me shocked to my very core. This, the first one, amazing. These caught my attention. I have Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. I think there's more in this series. I never read them either. Why? I don't know. Now for my top 5 favorite books and series. So the first book I don't actually own, but it's The Disasters by M.K. England. And again, with the captivating purple covers. I loved it. Next, in the number 4 spot, I have quite the series. I don't even know how I'm gonna show you guys. Oh my gosh. It takes up an entire like shelf on the Keeper of the Lost Cities. If you have read this series, you know how many books there are. And I have to sit like this, otherwise they'll all fall. But there are, I think, like 10 books. It's about 2 feet tall when they're all stacked. This is quite the pain to get off the bookshelf, and they go in this spot right here, so I'm gonna reshelf these. But I love these. My friend recommended them to me. Okay. So Keeper of the Lost Cities is, I can't even begin to explain how good these books are. If you need something to read and you want to be reading it for a while, read those. They are technically a kid's book, so I read them. I finished the series in about 2 weeks. but I dedicated myself to these books. I did nothing but read. I would come home, I would straight to my room, pick up the book and read. I'm 2 minutes early to a class. Those 2 minutes are spent reading. Lunch period, it's spent reading. These books had me in a chokehold, and they're so good. Number 3 spot, we have Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. So I have the 4 books. I think there might be 5 coming out. No, I don't know if there is. But this Defiant came out in, I want to say February. I'm not sure. But out of these, I have to like figure out how to hold them. My favorite is probably Skyward, so the first one, but I have not read Defiant yet just because it didn't come out yet. But I just gotta say, they are so well written. They all fit together really nicely, and then there is a novella, I don't know. It's called Skyward Flight. It's on the back of this book, right there, that one. And it centers around 3 of the characters, 3 of the other characters other than the main character, Spencer Nightshade. So I really recommend them. They're number 3 on my list. They're really good. In second place, which honestly could have been first place, I think we all knew it was coming. We knew. The Inheritance Games. I currently reread all of these just to read this, which I got like in February because it came out. I am currently right there in it. I think it's pretty safe to say that these books deserve the world. They're so amazing, so well written, so intricate. The plot just thickens in every book, and you just sit there like, I need the next one and I need it right now. They're amazing. I don't have anything else to say. Drum roll please. And the number 1 spot, which honestly could have tied with Inheritance Games, We Were Liars. These 2 books, this is the prequel, but read this one first. You reach the plot twist, and I was stuck. I reread these so many times. Oh, you can't see it. They are marked up because there's so much that just, I can't really say too much, otherwise I'll spoil stuff. So there are my top 5 favorite books and just my book collection in general. I might have more books laying around, to be quite honest, but that's what I have on my shelves and what I have a spot for. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching it through, and comment down below what your favorite book is and why, really. But no spoilers in the comment section. So thank you so much. Bye, and make sure to like and subscribe so that you can see more videos like this. Bye.